The Larry Sanders Show returns this fall only on HBO.
Jack Benny kept us laughing for over 60 years, in a career that took him from vaudeville violinist to celebrated radio comedian to the most beloved entertainer in America. Always acknowledging that the joke was on him, he created the most enduring persona in American humor. Stingy, vain, and exasperated by almost everything, Jack's impeccable timing and scratchy violin kept him 39 forever.
There are very few people left anymore who played vaudeville, motion pictures, radio, television, nightclubs, and have been successful in all of them.
On his show, he played a cheap man, you know? And in real life, he was one of the most generous men you've ever known.
People just fell in love with him, and they never fell out of love with him.
In life, he was a constant friend, generous philanthropist, and devoted musician.
There is nobody today like Jack Benny.
He was a quiet riot.
Jack Benny offered us a tender vision of ourselves. We loved what we saw.
So funny about you? I work like a dog on big, wonderful joke routines to get one little laugh, and all you do is fold your hands and say, well. Then you stare at them for 2 minutes while they get hysterical. What's so funny about wow? You have to know how to phrase it. Phrase what? It's only got one syllable.
Now, the reason my character sustained over so many years, like you say, how could things go on and on? Well, because I played a character that included all the faults and the frailties, I think that's the right word, and the frailties of mankind. See, every family had somebody like me. Either they had an uncle who was stingy, or one who thought he was very sexy and he wasn't. So every family has that kind of a person.
The character was so strong that people to this day who didn't know him believe that persona. That persona was created by his writers over a period of years all through radio. The stinginess, the vanity, the so-called vanity, the blue eyes, him taking offense. That character was so strong that when Jack would go out in public, he would usually overtip.
There were a few jokes written about my being stingy, and people laughed at it, at the jokes. So we put in a couple more the next week, and then maybe we cut them out for a week or two, and we put some more in. And all of a sudden, I was stingy against my will. I like the characterization of being stingy because I think it is the easiest to get laughs with.
Jack?
Well, I don't know. Let's see. Grenadine of beef, $3.75. Long Island duckling, $4.50. Filet mignon. Whoops! Oh, brother.
Please don't mind. I'll take the orders.
All right, I'll have grenadine of beef.
Thank you. You, madame?
I'll have the Long Island duckling.
Very good, madame. You, sir?
I'll have the whoops, medium rare.
By the 40s, maybe even earlier, the audience was conditioned. They were like Pavlov's dog. If you mentioned money, they laughed. If you mentioned cheap, they laughed. You didn't have to tell a joke. You only had to mention the word.
Well, if you feel that way, why didn't you take the job in the first place?
I've asked myself that 1,000 times, and I always come up with the same answer.
Money.
Yes.
Mister, keep those hands up. Now, come on. Your money or your life? I said your money or your life.
I'm thinking it over.
Jack's persona was an endless running gag, and the more time we spent with him, the funnier it became.
And little by little, he built up this character of a thrift, egotistical, man who thought he was a ladies' man.
Marilyn, why did you walk away from me? Why did you want to leave me?
Because I can't trust myself with you.
What?
You're so strong and I'm so weak. And when you look at me with those big blue eyes, I just...
I understand.
Now, you know why I keep saying that I'm 39?
Huh.
Well, because I know I don't look my right age.
You know you don't? That's very true.
I really don't.
That's very true. You want to
I don't look 39 either.
Oh, Mister.
Yeah. Say, you're Jack Benny, aren't you?
Yes.
Your age. Hey, do you mind if I check your physical condition?
Oh, no, not at all.
Is that your muscle, or are you still plugging Jell-O?
Never mind the jokes. It's just my age.
Well, you haven't paid me yet.
Here.
Yeah, thank you. You're 39.
Yeah. Say, what made you say I was 39?
Well, I've got your quarter. Let's both be happy.
Central to the mechanics of his comedy was Jack's trademark, the violin.
My father went to the White House one time to visit Harry Truman. And as he approached, he was carrying his violin case, and he's approached the White House. A security guard stopped him and said, Mr. Benny, what's in that case? And my father, to be funny, said, it's a shotgun. And the security man said, oh, thank heavens, I thought it might be your violin.
Play, please.
Raise your wrist a little higher. Play it softly while you're learning. Not so loud, my stomach's turning.
To Tommy from Jack Benny. Yeah?
You know, Mr. Benny, I play the violin, too.
Oh, really?
I've been playing for 2 years.
Oh, well, how well do you play?
Pretty good.
That's wonderful. You play like me?
I used to.
Jack Benny was the greatest reactor in comedy, I think, that ever was, that we ever had, or I don't know of any today who can top him.